Alright guys, and welcome back to my channel, Skool Gunner. Absolutely delighted to be bringing you this game, guys. I have been up since 4:45 in the morning because of work today. I've worked 6 days straight. Just had a beer there to celebrate finishing work, and here we go. Someone just texted me, guys, 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. It's somebody texted me. So here we go. We need to win this one, guys. I seem to be saying that a lot recently, but we really need to get the best of this one. No Granny Xhaka for Sunderland. Here we go, guys. Declan Rice standing over the ball. There it goes. Six points clear at the top for Arsenal. Let's see when Manchester City are playing. Let's see United won today. When are Man City playing? Tomorrow, Liverpool against City. Hopefully Liverpool can do us a favour. Hopefully we can get the win here. Typical match. David Ray takes it. Pulls it out. Arsenal on the move. Declan Rice. Gabriel. Rice again. Calafiori. Gabriel. Tough game, guys. Sunderland are a good team. Really difficult game. Trossard on the run. Blocked out. Probably against Saliba. Saliba come out on top. Remember me from the other day? I do. I remember you, man. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Sorry, my late response there. I was I got some good news earlier. I've been up since 4:45 this morning for work. I worked the last 6 days straight, but I got some good news earlier. I'm a member of the Arsenal Supporters Club here where I live in Switzerland, and they were having a dinner later this month on the 21st, and all the Arsenal fans are going to attend. And but they had no vacancies, and now I have heard that they have a vacancy for me. So yeah, I'm going to be going to the Arsenal Supporters Club Switzerland. I'm going to be going to their dinner, so I'll get to know some Arsenal fans. Maybe spread the word about my channel, and yeah, have a bit of fun. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. My friend as well, he texted me. He said 9 points. He's a United fan. He said 9 points off the top. Villa got to be careful. Yeah? Villa are playing today, but they got to win because United are breathing down their necks. Obviously, United have played a game more, but they're beating everybody right now. And they're beating good teams. I mean, City, Arsenal, Spurs are no bad side. I think Spurs got a player sent off, but how far can Michael Carrick go is the question. Should he be given the full-time job? 2 points behind him, but should he be given the full-time job? That is the question. I don't know what you think about that, but Michael Carrick is he's a real United man now. I mean, he lives and dies for the club, and that's making the difference. Like I don't want to be disrespectful to Amorim, but he wasn't a United man. Michael Carrick is a United man, former player, gave us all on the field, 100% committed. It makes a difference. You know what I mean? He wants the very best for the club, yeah. Michael Carrick. He's not worried about. Oh! Arsenal almost conceded, guy. David Rea made a big mistake. We just managed to survive. David Rea. Arsenal need to respond here. Sunderland are giving us a difficult game. I don't think we should, to be honest. But who would you have? Who would be your choice if you could have any manager? Which manager would you choose if you could choose one now? Mathematically, we can still win the league. You know what? You're saying it jokingly, but they're winning games and they're beating good teams. And I don't see any team that can actually get in their way at the moment. You know, I mean, they beat Arsenal at the Emirates. I think that says everything, really. We kind of bottled it a little bit. I don't want to take anything away from Man United's performance, but we did kind of shit ourselves in that game. We were nervous, but United had quality and experience all over the field. So they beat us at the Emirates. They beat City. They beat Spurs. They're 4 in a row. I mean, they're not winning these games by chance. They beat us at the Emirates. They beat Arsenal at the Emirates. I think that says everything, really. Now we didn't play well, but look, like I said, I don't want to take away from Man United. They played fantastic in that game. They played fantastic. United played great in that game. That's the honest to God truth of it. So him from PSG or Don Ancelotti. Ancelotti's not a bad coach, huh? But maybe you would like Unai Emery from Villa, ex-Arsenal. Good evening. Maybe you would like good evening. But hard to say. Zidane. I never knew a manager that was a former player as good as Zidane, if you get my meaning. I mean, he's a former player, one of the greatest players to ever play football, one of the greatest players of all time. And then he converts that into being also a fantastic manager. I never knew a player that was so good as being a manager. And you can say he was managing a great Real Madrid team and he had great players at his disposal. But you've got to be a good man manager at Real. You've got to have the players on your side. You've got to be good with characters, with different personalities, because they're exploding with personalities in the team. Eh? So I never knew a former player that was so good as a manager, that was so successful. Incredible what Zidane did. I mean, and he was one hell of a player. I mean, I was like 18. Yeah, I was 18 years of age when they won the World Cup, yeah, in 98. I remember it like it was yesterday. And my God, man, he was some player. I don't know, do you remember watching him live? Did you see him play live? I don't know, did you ever see him play live? Did you actually see him? What, holy God, man. This guy, Zidane. I never knew a player that was so good as manager. Just incredible. You know? Oi! Arsenal very close there, guys, but brilliant from Sunderland at the back. And they're breaking with intent, and Arsenal have problems. But Rice stops it, and Zubimendi gets it. and Havertz is causing all kinds of problems, and we're breaking. I was 6 in 98. Yes, I seen him play in the early 2000s. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man. And the early 2000s, yeah, France was still on top. You know what I mean? They had the Anelkas, they had the Henrys, they had Trezeguet, they had Deschamps, they had it all going on. They had Desailly, Leboeuf, they had it all going on. Claude Makelele. I mean, they had some serious players though. Zidane was like the artist, Deschamps was the hatchet man. And that's basically the way it was. Deschamps was the enforcer in the midfield, and Zidane was the creative player. They had Robert Pires, they had Patrick Vieira, of course, Emmanuel Petit. I mean, need I say any more? Need I say any more? I think they had Barthez, former United. But yeah, Zidane. But yeah, fucking hell, he was some coach. Some player, some coach. Oh, Timber looked to set up Madueke. Just misplaced the pass. Yeah, Laurent Blanc, yeah. Laurent Blanc. They had it all going on. They had Lilian Thuram, one of the greatest defenders. I mean, just an unbelievable player, Lilian Thuram. They had it all going on. But Zidane the magician, pulling the strings. All right, come on, Arsenal. We need to actually get a grip here. Sunderland are without Granit Xhaka, which of course is a big blow, but they're putting up quite a fight, and they're running riot. What's going on with Sunderland? Arteta urging the team, but Sunderland are hurting us. My mate is a Spurs fan. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, they lost today. You must be giving it to him, sticking it to him. I can have word of my mate. He has a United channel with 32,000 subs. If you and him can have a collaboration, I'm mad for him. Right? He has a United channel with 30,000 subs. He has a United channel with 32,000 subs. Yeah, do say it. Yeah, it would be good, and it would be interesting to you. It would be something interesting for me because I don't do any collaborations at the moment. I wanted to start the podcast, but if you could talk to him, it would be good. And obviously, that would give my channel a bit of exposure. Yeah. But also, the main thing, it would just be interesting, a bit of fun, you know, make the channel a little bit more interesting. Yeah, but a collaboration would be good for sure. And I'm easy to get along with, I'm not going to be going on there talking shit about Arsenal, this and that, you know what I mean? I'm easy to get along with. But I'm actually going to Manchester, like I said the last time, in April for the City game. Oi! Has to be. We're knocking on the door, guys, but we just can't supply the finish. The ball is breaking, but we just can't get on it. But they're putting the pressure on Arsenal. Yeah, when I can have a word with him, he's looking for some collaborations. Yeah, do we can set it up, yeah? If you would have a word, I would appreciate it. Like I said, it would just be a bit of fun, a bit of extra exposure. He's got 32,000 subs, but what's the actual name of the channel? Maybe I know it. What's the actual name of the channel? Which I'm going to Manchester myself in April. Fucking when is that game actually? Shit. What is the Man City Arsenal game actually? Do you have an email I can pass on to him and you can speak? And the channel name is the United Devil Channel. No, you can tell him that, yeah. That's the email address. He could contact me and we could set it up maybe, set up a little collaboration. All right, here we go. Yeah, I do. I'd appreciate it, huh? I'd appreciate it. United Devil Channel. United Devil Channel. Yeah, I'll just have to subscribe it. I'm after subscribing and turning on the notification that when he uploads content, I'll be notified. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. That's my main email account, so I'm always logged into that email account. And I have it on my phone, of course, so I get notified. Arsenal week, guys. Sunderland are on top. There comes Trossard. Oi. It's getting physical out there. Arsenal battling. Sunderland get a throw, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. That's kind of yeah. I like to be nice. I like to be sound. You know what I mean? Life is short, but fucking United are really back on it though, man. I don't want to be talking about United during the, but I mean they're back on it, man. United are on it. And tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Like I'm going to see a live game here in Switzerland tomorrow. It's the big one in Switzerland. It's the real grudge match. Basel taking on Zurich. But United are back on it, man. I swear to God. But the big one tomorrow in the Premier League, City against Liverpool. City against Liverpool. That is a big game tomorrow. I don't know which way you think that's going to go, but fuck it, I don't know, man. That's a tough game. I mean, I think Liverpool are at home. I think they'll turn City over, to be honest. But then City hammering Newcastle in the cup. Like City hammered Newcastle in the cup, yeah. They hammered them. But Liverpool, City, Liverpool at home, and they're looking a bit resurgent. You know, Wirtz playing well. I think City will pinch it 2-1. Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a game of football. Focus on Granit Xhaka, guys. Of course, he's not able to play. Yeah, he's injured, I think. But Xhaka back at the Emirates. But that's a big game tomorrow. Fortunately, I won't be doing it live because I'm going to be out heading to see a live game of football with a friend of mine. But it's going to be interesting. I might do a little replay watch along of it afterwards. See what goes on. But we got a problem here at the moment, guys. Arsenal have a problem, and that problem is Sunderland, and we haven't been able to impose our game on them. We haven't been able to impose our game on them as we normally would. They are, I wouldn't say they're parking the bus. They're going on the attack, but they're so solid at the back. It's a low block, but they're looking to go forward as much as they can now. Rice, oi, almost. if we can beat Liverpool at home, then City can definitely do the job as well. That is true. That's true. Fucking Declan Rice just past the post. Really close. Ooh. Very close. See, they set up a low block on the counter attack. Yeah, and they're Mourinho is in the stadium. He's with his board. And his board is a 10 out of 10. Just texting some of their guys, winding them up. I know an Arsenal fan, a lady living in London, and she's single, but she's in love with Mikel Mourinho. And I just told her the bad news that I actually saw him with his lady in the stand, and his lady is a 10 out of 10, an absolute cracker. So, just breaking the bad news to her. Maybe she can use her charm. That's what I'm advising. But Mourinho's lady is she's got it all going on in the looks department. Let's just say that. I got to keep it clean or I'll be banned off YouTube. But Mourinho's lady is she's well put together. Let's just say that. Mikel Mourinho's woman. Looking for that Arsenal job. He is. Would you take him as your manager? Jose Mourinho. Looking for that Arsenal job. He is. Would I take him as manager? Geez, I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful to Jose, but I don't think he's as good as he was. I don't think he's as good as he was. I mean, I like Jose Mourinho, and he was very entertaining. It doesn't matter about the Chelsea-Arsenal rivalry. That doesn't bother me. I liked Mourinho, and he was like a breath of fresh air in the Premier League. I like the guy. And with Inter, I mean, winning the Champions League, all the success he's had with Porto, with Inter, with Chelsea, I mean, respect to him. He is the special one, but I don't think he's as good a manager as he was, in my opinion. I mean, if we don't win the league this season, maybe we should look at getting a new manager. But I think that Arteta is pretty much, his place is solidified. But we need to kind of come up with the goods this season. I mean, we're in the Carabao Cup final, but there's nothing guaranteed there. I mean, City are a dominant team. There's no guarantees we're going to win that. But we need to deliver in the league this season. It has to be now. We've had 3 second-place finishes. Um, Obviously, that was disappointing as an Arsenal fan, but I didn't expect us to win the league in any of those 3 seasons. I'm not going to lie. I always thought we'd come up short, but it has to be this season for us. I mean, it has to be this season. I mean, it's been a long time since we last won the league. Not as long as Spurs, of course. I mean, the last time they won the league, TV was in black and white. But just had to get that dig in there, guys. But we do. I mean, we have to do it. If we don't do it this season, then what is there for us? Another second place finish, or maybe third, 4 in a row. I mean, at some point, the patience will run out there for Arteta. At some point, the board will lose their patience with him. And we're in trouble here against Sunderland. Who would you have taken in their prime? Sir Alex Ferguson or Wenger? Obviously, Ferguson is a better manager. Ferguson is the better manager, but I like Arsene Wenger. I'd stay with Wenger, but because I like him and because he brought success to us, so maybe I'm biased and I'm an Arsenal fan. The rivalry with Alex Ferguson and United, but Ferguson is a better manager. He proved it. I mean, he won it all, and he did it continuously throughout his career. Ferguson was winning titles continuously until he retired, whereas the second half of Wenger's reign was trophyless, more or less, and no titles. I wanted Arsene Wenger to leave much sooner than he did. But yeah, look, Ferguson is a better manager. It's as simple as that. He won much more. But he's the greatest manager that the Premier League has ever seen. It's not just that he's better than Wenger, he's better than everyone, in my opinion. But well, Jose Mourinho was a very good manager. But yeah, Ferguson is definitely a better manager than Wenger. Like I said, he won consistently throughout his career as manager. Whereas Wenger's second half of Wenger's tenure was not so good. And I did want him to leave. And I think he destroyed the club a little bit. And him hesitating to leave and hanging on to the job, even though he was past the sell by date. Arsene Wenger, I'm talking about now. Wenger staying in the job and holding on to it, even though he was past his sell by date and his best years were behind him, did damage the club. It did put us back. And it took us longer to recover because he stayed as long as he did, but he was no longer producing it. I mean, the 4th place trophy, this kind of crap, all the hammerings we took in the Champions League against Bayern, the 4th place trophy. I mean, what was that about? So yeah, look, big up to my man Arsene Wenger and thanks for everything, but he did overstay his welcome a bit, and he did put us back, and it took us longer to recover because of it. It is what it is, yeah. But big up to Wenger, man. Big up. He did a lot for the club, yeah. He did a lot for the club. I tell it straight, yeah. I'm Irish, guys. I tell it as it is. No sugarcoating. Oi! David Rea. The Sunderland player gets a yellow. I see people say Pep is better than Sir Alex Ferguson. Guardiola is a great coach, huh? Guardiola is a great coach. He is very good, huh? The only way you can do is to look at the trophies they won. Yeah, you know what I mean. Pep is an incredible coach, but so is Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're level. Maybe Ferguson is better. Maybe Pep is better. But I think they're at the same level. I mean, you've got to look at the trophies they win, though. Yeah, that's how you compare. I mean, Sir Alex Ferguson could have gone anywhere and won everything at Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, Inter, AC Milan, and would have dominated football. Just stay United. Yeah, he's a one-man club as such. And every team that he kind of got in control of, like I remember his last season, we had Van Persie, we had RVP, and Ferguson knew that the team was, with all respect to United, he knew that the United team in his last season was not as good as previous teams he had had. But he brought in Van Persie, won the league. It was a masterstroke. You know what I mean? So make what you want of that. But yeah, it was a masterstroke from Ferguson. Yeah, took Van Persie to the club. Van Persie's goals took United to the title in his last season in charge. When, no, I'm not being disrespectful to United, but they weren't as good as they had been, and he knew that. But he got Van Persie to come. It's a goal. Arsenal are winning. It's that man Zubimendi. Zubimendi, guys. Looks like we're going to do the quadruple this season. I'm joking, I'm only joking. I don't think we're going to do the quadruple. Yeah, we're going to win the Champions League. You needed that prolific goal scorer. RVP was the man. RVP was the guy. Yeah, we're having a good conversation, having a good conversation about football. Yeah, I like that. I used to have a lot of people, like I've got over 3,000 subs, but I used to have a lot of people, let me just change the score. I used to have a lot of people coming on my channel before. Then everything kind of got political, even though I'm the nicest guy you could ever meet. Everything kind of got political on my channel. You know, I was friendly to everybody. Certain people had disputes with other people. And just because I was friendly with one person that had a disagreement with another, then that other person didn't want to be on my channel anymore, which I understand. But yeah, it's nice to have somebody coming on and actually talking football. Because that's what I'm here for. That's the name of the game. But yeah, it is what it is. Arsenal won, Sunderland 0. It's a penalty. One on offside. That goal versus Villa was nasty. Yeah, really. Yeah. We're 1-0 up, guys. We're fucking doing it. Pardon my language. Challenge of desperation from Dan Ballard as everything fell apart for Sunderland at the back. The fans are 1-0 to the Arsenal. But it's VAR. I think Jesus was offside. It's lashing down at the Emirates, guys. It's absolutely bucketing down. So, fucking hell. I used to live in London for a couple of years, actually, until 2 years ago. Yeah. Myself and the ex-wife, we used to live together there, yeah. Then we went our separate ways, as can happen in life. I came back here to Switzerland, where I always felt happiest, I'm not going to lie. I came back to my friends and I came back to the people that knew me. Started with nothing, got myself a job, and went from there. So that was 2 years ago. Brilliant ball from Trossard. And Zubimendi whips it in. Yeah, boy. brilliant from Zubimendi, and we're 1-0 up. And it's happy days. Maybe this year, yeah, after 3 second place finishes, the fans are sensing it. Did you know Sir Alex Ferguson wanted to stay for 3 more seasons? He asked the Glazers to get him Ronaldo and Bale. He said with them he could have won the treble again if he could have got them. The Glazers said no. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that. But why? I mean, you've got to look at it from, like, everyone has their opinion, yeah, but you've got to look at it from this point of view. He was there practically his whole career after he moved south from Scotland. He was there for practically his whole career. He brought the most successful period in the club's history by far. He won everything there was to win. He got the better of Arsene Wenger. He got the better of all the managers that he came up against. And like I said, he delivered the most trophy-laden and successful period in the club's history. And he also delivered the league title as manager, the first that United had seen in a long time when Eric Cantona was in the team, when he was signed from Leeds. So he did a lot of those things. Jesus. Sorry, just 1 second. Arsenal have given the ball away in a dangerous area. Oh shit, Sunderland are in the box. Good shot, but Raya takes it. Anyway, like I was saying, sorry, a little bit nervy there. But they should have done that for Ferguson. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, the club had the money. Oi, Kai Havertz almost with a goal. But why didn't they? Why didn't they? After what he had done for the club. I mean, he deserved that, right? They want success. That's one side of it, yeah. But look at the other side. What happened since then? What happened since he left? It's not been good. So they wouldn't do what he wanted, so he would stay. He left, he up sticks, he fucked off. And look what happened afterwards. I mean, I'm not being smart about United there, but look what happened afterwards. They've had a very tough time. Like, if the Glazers cared, they should have at least made sure that he stayed. Because you don't know what's going to happen after that. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. When he goes, what's going to happen? You know what happened. It would have made sense if they, even if they weren't as successful as before, maybe they didn't win the league, maybe they didn't win the treble, but him staying was better than him leaving for the club. With the experience he had. And he deserved it for what he did. That's my opinion. I mean, we all know what happened after that. It's been a real struggle for United to find a good manager. A real struggle. Trossard to Jesus. He's all muscled by Ballard. Ballard is a mountain of a man. Yeah, you agree. I'm glad you agree. But like I said, man, that's my opinion. Like the way I said it. You asked me off the cuff. That's my opinion on it. You know what I mean? That's how I see things. I mean, a little bit of respect for him. You know, after what he did for the club, and like I said, what they faced afterwards it's been very tough for United. It's been very difficult, and like it's not that they didn't have any good managers, but it's been the manager role at United is a very difficult job. It's a very demanding role at United. Big club, a lot of pressure. It's a difficult job as managing United. It's been a shit show, exactly. So wouldn't you like to prolong the good times and put off what was coming after he left? Because there was bound to be a drop off, but it was a tough time, no? Tough time for United. Carrick is back. He's doing the business. But definitely not giving Ferguson what he wanted was not a wise move, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't make sense if I'm going to be fair. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Because he still had it. You know what I mean? He knew that he had to, if he got Van Persie, he could prolong things at the club. He knew that. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, half time, guys. 1-0 to the Gunners. I'm just going to go to the bathroom and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Big up to everybody for joining, everybody for tuning in. I'm just watching the United Tottenham highlights. It's been shown at half time now. We've got Sky Sports here in Switzerland, but it's been shown at half time. United 1, Tottenham 0 at the moment. Just watching the highlights, guys. Of course, it was the anniversary of the Munich air disaster. That's what they said. Spurs looking dangerous there, but of course they lost this one. But Arsenal currently 1 up, guys. Okay, we can be happy enough with that, I think. And that was it, guys. United beat Tottenham 2-0. Leeds Forest. Will things get better in the second half for Arsenal? Could this be a 1-1? I think it's a dangerous game. I think we turned the screw a little bit at the end of the first half against them, but they have played well. And they're unpredictable going forward. I mean, they look menacing. They look like they can get the run on us at the back if we're not careful. We are looking a little bit nervy. Couple of individual mistakes. David Raya normally solid. The nerves are at play, I think, a little bit there, because it's a must-win game. I mean, it is a must-win game, and there is a little bit of pressure there, of course, because of that. Home crowd, expectancy, you know what I mean? It's just those 3 second place finishes. Yeah, we need to win this season. We need to get over the line now. I think we need to be careful. I think 1-0. Xhaka, of course, is not going to play. He's not going to come on, of course. He's been very good for them, Granit Xhaka. A player I never liked at Arsenal, to be honest. But he's a hero here in Switzerland. He's, of course, the captain of the Swiss national side. But I just think it's going to be difficult. I think we need to be careful against them. They're a dangerous team, and they are ruthless. I mean, they have been playing well recently. Look, we are a good team. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, we're not a bad side. We're a very good team. But they're dangerous. And 1-0. 1-0 is 1-0, I mean, it's a very dangerous scoreline. Maybe we can double up on that. Maybe we should have added to it, but I think that would have been harsh on Sunderland. I just think it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. We have to be careful. I've had an email back off JB. He has asked for your channel name, so I gave it to him. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I hope you never said anything bad about United on some of them. Did I have any bad streams about United? No, I don't think so. No. I just have to think back. Did I ever have anything crazy about United? No. Let me think. No. Channel is clean. I cleaned it up. Nah, I'm fair on my channel now. Everybody's welcome on my channel. Except Spurs fans. I'm only joking, guys. Everyone's welcome on my channel. Just got to make sure that we, let me see. But go back on the point anyway. We just need to be careful against them because the pressure was on now. We need to get over the line. We need to win this one. They're a tricky team, man. It's 1-0. I mean, 1-0 is precarious. It's a confidence game, man. We got the goal. Happy days. We just need to kill them off with a second goal. It's not going to be so easy, I think. But yeah, thanks for dropping a few comments. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I said, I used to have many more people tuning in and in the comments before. Some of them still come in, but got political at one point, which was unfortunate for me. Can't keep everyone happy, man. Can't keep everyone happy. JB is sound, is a good host of his channel, and can take banter, or all welcome in this chat. It's good to hear you. I'll check out his channel later on. Yeah, I subscribed and everything, but later on when I'm chilling, when I'm off here, I'll actually have a look at some of the content. I'll drop a couple of comments. They're showing the German games that are on in the Bundesliga. FC Bayern are going to be playing Leipzig on Wednesday. You know who's actually a great coach? Xabi Alonso. Like when he was at Leverkusen. Alonso at Leverkusen. Very good. I want to see a likeable guy, Alonso. Alonso's a likeable guy. Just no politics. Nah, politics are allowed, but you know what I mean? I befriended a couple of people and then I got political. I tried to stay on friendly terms with everybody, and it isn't always possible. I'm a peaceful person, so politics. I'm just a nice guy. I'm too nice. I'm just too nice. I look at his face. You know what I mean? Apart from the dodgy moustache, I've been cultivating for a while. My Irish Republican moustache. That's a joke, it is. Which I've been cultivating this baby. You know what I mean? Been cultivating this baby. Alright, here we go. The game's about to start. The game's about to restart. It's 1-0 to Arsenal, guys. Martin Zubimendi with the goal. Close to half time. After Sunderland had frustrated us, and they haven't just been defending, they've been going on the counter, and they've been looking menacing. Some of the fans, would you believe it, guys, are just coming in and taking their seats now. I get it. There's crowds at the Emirates, but fucking hell, I wouldn't be leaving my seat if that was the case. Take your seat and fucking watch the game. That's what you came for. I know it's busy there, but then just don't leave your seat if that's the case. Unless you're bursting to go to the toilet, but you've got to kind of put things in perspective. Let me just text one of the guys I know actually in London. That's the only time it's acceptable to leave your seat is to go for a piss. Yeah, it's just at the Emirates, there's that, man. At big clubs like that, big stadiums, I mean. it's busy, fair enough, but fuck it, I wouldn't. They should just be getting back and fucking taking their seats before the second half starts. So, I mean, that's why they come there, right? To watch the game and support the club. I mean, that's all that matters. I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't really sound like a fucking, but it's true what I say, though. I mean, you're there to support the team. Go out and come back and fucking get ready for the second half. I'd be so excited. I mean, Jesus, not every day. Maybe there are a lot of them are season ticket holders, but from my point of view, it wouldn't be every day I go see my team play at home. You want to you know what I mean? You want to enjoy every minute of the game, see it all, take in the atmosphere. Arriving back late to take your seat in the second half has started is not my fucking thing. Yeah, that's not what I'd be doing anyway. That's not the way I do business. That's not how I do business. All right, here we go. Sunderland again. They have it on the right. They whip it into the box. Very dangerous crossing from Sunderland, but Gabriel manages to get ahead on it. And they're building against Sunderland. They're looking dangerous. Trehu, he's centre of the box, guys. He's just on the edge of the D. They're into the box, Sunderland. It could be a goal here. Whee! Almost a goal, guys. Gabriel saying to Raya, come out and get it. Raya did not come out and get it. Almost 1-1, guys. And Trossard caught in position. And Sunderland again. And this could be it. Almost 1-1 there, guys. And Arsenal looking nervous. And the Sunderland fans are behind Raya's goal. Raya's looking nervous, guys. Lovely one-touch football for Sunderland. They work it into the box. Gabriel wanted the keeper to come get it. He didn't. And Gabriel was looking at him. Raya did not come and get it in fairness, and Gabriel cleared. But Sunderland are on top. We need to finish them off. Yeah, we need the second goal. We need to go all out now for that second goal. All out. The threat is there. If they get level, we could be in serious trouble. I'm not exaggerating here, guys. They almost leveled. If they get level, it's going to be very difficult for us to pull back in front. We need to get that second goal. We need to get... Oi! They're in. Raya with a massive mistake. Could still be a goal here. What a tackle by Gabriel. Oh, God. Sunderland are all over us. They're mashing us up. I don't know, you're watching the game, yeah, but they're all over us. They're absolutely battering us. And Raya is a nervous wreck at the back. If they get a goal, I think they will sit back and play for the draw. Exactly. If they equalise, it's going to be very difficult for us. And we're going to lose 2 points. The Arsenal fans raise their voices, but Sunderland are running right out there. All hell is breaking loose out there. All hell is breaking loose. Fucking hell. Come on, go on, Madueke. He's off. He stopped. Good defending by Sunderland. They have us on the back foot. Whee! Nice Saliba, go. Go Zubimendi. Shit. There's a foul there, guys, but our head is breaking loose. Arsenal are battling, guys. Something I think they should have had a free kick in there. Bit of a dicey 5 minutes for us there. Yeah, really bad from normally, like, he's not the only one. They're not protecting the back four. We're not protecting the back four enough. But yeah, we just need to shore it up a little bit. I mean, we need to go on and try to get a second goal, but we need to protect the back four a bit more. They're picking us off in the midfield. Roy is looking nervous. I haven't seen him look that nervous in a long, long time. It was a long ball. Keeper kicked it long. Roy kicked straight through it, missed the ball. But a brilliant tackle by Gabriella. And they were in. They're testing us. And they're full of energy and full of invention, has to be said. I mean, they're not playing predictably, Sunderland. They are full of movement, full of invention. They're confident. They're very good on the ball. They've got more players than just Granny Xhaka, guys. He's not even on the field. And we don't have Odegaard, yeah? Fair enough. Big mistake there by Sunderland. We got a throw close to their goal. He kicked the ball straight out of play, but we don't have Odegaard, and obviously he's very creative for us and he gets us on the attack. But we need to protect the back four more. If Zubimendi goes forward, then Rice is the DM. It's as simple as that. They can't both go forward and they can't both stay back. We need Trent up front, but one of them has to protect the back four. We're looking sloppy. The Arsenal fans in full voice. We're still 1-0 up, but they're enjoying their day out of the Emirates. I get it, but I wouldn't be celebrating too much myself with what I've seen in the last, like you said, the last 5 or 6 minutes. Rice throws it in, long throw. Dangerous, Trossard. Clips one, defended. We are still in trouble here. Saliba, Rice. Okay, let's go forward. Who would you take from the United team to fit into your team? Ooh. That's a very good question. Let me think about that. Obviously, they have many fantastic players at United there. It's not that I have difficult. It's just difficult to decide who. I mean, be one of the attacking players anyway, but it wouldn't be Bruno Fernandes. Cunha, Dorgu, Kobe Mainu. I like these players, but I like Dorgu. Not gonna lie. And this new keeper for United, I like him. Well, I don't know is he new or not, but the guy that's playing at the moment, I like him. I like that United keeper. He's very dependable, very resilient. I like him. But I think Dorgu for me is a top player. Obviously, that goal against Arsenal at the Emirates, I mean, smashing the ball in off the underside of the bar after a great run. How could you ignore him? And Cunha's goal, cracker as well. Sunderland again, guys. Oh my God, we're in trouble. It's Brobby. He's holding the ball up very well for them now. Getting out. Fuck. We're living, I'm telling you guys, we're living dangerously on the edge of the box though. Yeah, he's a new Lemons when he got him in the summer. Yeah, I like him. I like that keeper. To be honest, I didn't have a clue who he was when I saw him. But I was like, I've seen him a couple of times and he made an impression on me. I like that keeper. What about Mbuemo? Big fan of his. I liked him at I liked him at Brentford. I liked him at Brentford. I had my eye on him at Brentford. Himself and Ivan Tony. But Tony, of course, has gone off to the Middle East. I think Saudi Arabian League, right? And Buemo's like, I like Buemo. I like Buemo. I think he scored against us as well, yeah. But I like Dorgu. Not a fan of Buemo's though. Arsenal, on the other hand, I mean, one problem that I see with Arsenal, we tend to be a bit too predictable. Bukayo Saka is a fantastic player. Oh, Martin Odegaard in the stand, guys. Bukayo Saka is a fantastic player. A fantastic player. But we rely on him too much. And like, okay, look, it's like any great player. You know what he's going to do. It's not always easy to stop it. But he does have a set game plan, and you do know the way he plays, and you do know what he's capable of. When they double up on him, we always look to hit it on the right hand side, and we let Saka do the business. It's predictable, and if teams can stop him, look, I'm just noticing in games. I mean, maybe we'll see it in the knockout phase of the Champions League, but there's going to be very tough games. Martinelli's coming on, guys. There's going to be very tough games ahead in the Champions League. There's going to be difficult games in the Champions League. It's just too predictable the way we look for Saka the whole time. We play it out on the right hand side. We play it to the left when Martinelli's on. We play it to the left when Trossard is playing. Martinelli and Gyökeres are coming on, guys. Obviously, they're going for the second goal. Madueke is coming off. But not one of his better games, only Madueke, but he played well. He plays well for us. I like Madueke. But I'm just nervous, guys. I'm playing around with the fucking cable. Just nervous. But I just think it's too predictable the way we play with Saka. Yeah. We look to find him the whole time on the wing and he attacks. It's predictable. And if they can stop him, we're in trouble. So I think we need to kind of vary it a bit. If I'm honest, I think Mbeumo's better than Saka. I think there's a lot of players out there better than Saka. They call him the star boy, this, that, and the other. It's good to be confident there, but I think there's a lot of players out there better than Saka. Not just Mbeumo. Saka's one hell of a player, though. He's a great player. But like I said, I think we rely on him too much, and we look to always play it out to that side, and it's I don't know. You wouldn't leave him out of the team, obviously, for his ability, but Declan Rice tracks back, but we're in trouble. Bad clearance by Arsenal, and Sunderland in position again. Superb from Rice there. But Calafiori a bit sloppy with the ball. Rice helping him out. But then Gabriel, bad play. Drop ball and Sunderland have it. Sadiki. Sunderland are preparing a change. Get the hair touching counter out for Gyökeres. Yeah, he likes to touch his hair. But 30 minutes to go. Niall Quinn, guys, watching on. Oh, Quinn looks well, man. After all these years, big up to Niall Quinn, man. This is a football channel. All right. Oi, get it out, man. Fuck. Jesus, man. We're taking some risks at the back. What are they doing? We need to win this one. We just get a foul on Trossard, guys. Left A on Trossard, but we need to be careful here. I mean, we're letting them in. There it started on the left. Saliba got beaten. The ball came across. Rice got skinned. Calafiori pulled out of position. There was a massive channel in the centre. Zubimendi saw it. He got there. Gabriel managed to clear it. It was just hacking the ball clear desperately there. They were almost in Sunderland. Mad dangerous. Mad dangerous. It's only 1-0. We're living on our nerves. We're living on our edge. We're living on the edge, guys. We're living on our nerves. And the coach for Sunderland is absolutely brilliant, the way he has them playing. Okay, man, we need to be careful. We're playing really, really, really. You don't look confident at the moment. No, I don't, and the fucking team doesn't. I get what you mean, and yeah, they don't look confident. Saliba, Timber, Sunderland have everybody back, guys. They're on the edge of the D. Rice has it on the left. He plays it to Trossard. He's attacking in off the left-hand side. Everybody's in there, guys. Trossard looking to play it in. He's teasing, he's tormenting, but good defended by Sunderland. They're not letting him have it easy. He's looking for movement. Little step overs from Trossard. Sweet play. He flows it to the edge of the box, but it's cut up, but Rice gets it. Trossard again. Little ball in, but cut out again. Good anticipation. Good play by Sunderland, but Trossard picks up the loose ball. Havertz. Jokeres! And he smashes it in. Fucking thank God. Thank God, guys. It's time for this. This way. Thank God, guys. We got the second goal. Jesus, thank God. My nerves. Two guys. Jesus, thank God. Fucking, that was nerve-wracking. The pressure on the team, I mean, is immense. They need to win every game at the moment. Good by Jokeres, guys. Trossard, Havertz, Jokeres. Power, power, power. There he is, guys. That man Jokeres. Maybe this year, guys. Maybe this year. Maybe this year. Finally, after 3 second places. All right. Do you think Sesko fits your style of play more than Jokerit? I haven't actually seen him play much, not being smart. I don't actually know his game style, the way he plays. But in my opinion, Jokerit is not a Premier League player. I know he just scored, you know what I mean? But in my opinion, he's not good enough. That's just my opinion. I don't think Jokerit is good enough, first of all. Let's go. I probably need to watch him a little bit more. Little true ball for Rice guys, but it's something I keep it takes it. Okay. He's a giant, Sasquatch. A fucking giant of a player. But I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, your impression about the Jokeris, I don't think he's a Premier League player. He's actually playing well in this game, though, Jokeris. Maybe he heard me, yeah? Because I was giving it as well the last time about him. I've seen Sesko before. He was at United. He has the potential to be a world beater. He is technically gifted and powerful. Yeah, I'm not doubting that player anyway. It's I need to have a look, you know what I mean? But I haven't seen him play much. When I think about Jokeris, he's picked it up a little bit, but yeah, sometimes it's difficult for Jokeris. Maybe he's finding his rhythm finally, yeah. He's had a little bit of competition from Jesus, and now Havertz is back in, and all of a sudden Jokeris is kind of scoring. Jokeris seems more like the German Spanish league type player. Yeah, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's been good recently, but like I said, he's had a bit of competition from Jesus. Now Havertz is back. He needs to kind of step it up a bit, yeah, because there's competition there, yeah. You've got Jesus and you've got Havertz. There's competition for places now. Maybe that's pushing him to get those goals. But I just think that, yeah, look, the little bit of competition, he's stepping up his game, yeah, but he is very slow. Is he good enough for the Premier League? I don't know. He is a beast, yeah. Though strength wise, I know that, but he is a bit slow. Maybe he's going to improve further, but What score is the Chelsea game? (3-1). They're winning. 16 to go. United, of course, won earlier, guys. 2-0. Leeds won 3-1 yesterday against Forest. It's Fulham 1, Everton 1, Burnley 0, West Ham 2, Arsenal 2, Sunderland 0, Wolves 1, Chelsea 3, Bournemouth 1, Villa 1. Interesting. Later on, it's Newcastle Brentford. And tomorrow, it's Brighton Palace at 3. Well, 2 p.m. in England. And Liverpool Man City at 4:30 in the UK. Or 5:30 my time. B1. Palmer hat trick. It's good he didn't do it against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, yeah. It's good he didn't do it against Arsenal in the Carabao, because that would have been a fucking disaster. Sorry, someone was just texting me there. If Spurs get beat 3-4 more times, then yeah, they're pushing down, huh? They're slipping down, yeah. I mean, I don't know what Thomas Frank is doing. I mean, they do have good players at the club. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Spurs, guys, needless to say. There's no love lost between us and them, and the attitude of their fans. They're in danger. They're slipping down now. Oh, Eze goes down very easily. No way was that a penalty or anything, but yeah. Sunderland got it at the back. They're kicking the ball through. Okay, the big question is, who is United's next game against? Who is the next team to get beaten by them? United are playing West Ham away. And Arsenal have Brentford. So United are away to West Ham and Arsenal away to Brentford. And then we're away at Wolves. And then we have the North London Derby on the 22nd. And United are away at Everton. Interesting games, huh? West Ham, yeah. And Everton. Rice blocks it. He's delighted. He's tired. The game against Chelsea was very. I know it was Tuesday, today is Saturday, but the game against Chelsea was. All right. Where do you see United finishing this season? Well, now they're top four. Honestly, I think the league is beyond them. I don't think they can win the league. Not that I'm saying Arsenal are a sure thing, but I think that United, I think that's just a stretch for them. Top three? I think possible. Champions League football next season? I don't know what Carrick is saying to the team. I don't know what he's got going on with them. Obviously, they have a lot of talented players. Man United, they have very talented players, and there's a hunger and a desire there. But that's what he's instilled, I think, the most is the hunger and the desire. And if they continue like that, top three, no problem, no problem. The way they're playing at the moment, the confidence, the battling spirit, the pride that he's instilled in them, the resilience, they're a difficult team to play against. I mean, Casemiro, his last season he said at the club, he was disrupting Arsenal all game. He wouldn't let us play. I mean, he was all his experience, and he's quite a strong guy, Casemiro. I mean, he's not as young as he used to be, but he's very strong. Top three for sure. Champions League qualification, no problem. Obviously, I think it's a stretch to take a push for the league, but anything is possible. The way they're playing at the moment, the way Carrick has them playing. At the start of the season, I have said top four from the start. He's never said top four from the start. 6 to go, guys. We're 2-0 up. You must be delighted at the moment, though, the way Michael Carrick has. I got Michael on the fucking brain. You must be delighted at the moment, the way Michael Carrick has taken the team forward. But yeah, you must be delighted the way Michael Carrick is bringing things forward. What he's done with the team. You must be fucking delighted. I mean, if another manager comes in and takes over, Carrick should stay on as assistant because he's proven himself, I think. And maybe a more experienced guy comes in as the head coach, but Carrick as assistant, what's wrong with it? You know what I mean? He's brought the wow factor back to United, yeah, and the fans were crying out for it. But I remember the game against City at Old Trafford. And I think that was at Old Trafford, right? Yeah, the game against City at Old Trafford. And all the United fans came out. I mean, in their thousands with banners, with this, with that. The support was just the support for the team at Old Trafford in his first game in charge, or in the game against Manchester City. I think that was his first game. Was just incredible. Arsenal have an injury, guys. Is it Jesus? He's injury prone. I think it's Gabriel Jesus. Oh no, Trossard. It's not Jesus, guys, it's Trossard. I was just thinking, yeah, Jesus has got Jesus on his side, as they keep saying. So it wasn't going to be him, probably. Two 0 guys. He can join Shaw and Mount at the hospital. Oh, Shaw and Mount. Ah, that's it. I like Mount. I like Shaw too. Trossard is back up. Norgard is going to come on. It's not normal to see Trossard struggling that much. He's been a key player for Arsenal. He's off and Norgard's on. He's talking to Arteta, but he looks a bit ropey, guys. There he is, guys. Trossard. Hearts. Is that what that is? That's meant to be Leandro Trossard's celebration, guys. Ah, it went like this. Yeah. I was trying to do Trossard celebration, not the Hearts. But Trossard has gone off, guys, and Norgard has gone on. And Sunderland, in fairness to them, and I say this with nothing but respect, they played very well in this game. On another day, they might have got something out of it. They still might. Maguire has stepped up since the league's been out. Yeah, he's been very impressive, huh? Very impressive. All through the team, huh? Like the game at the Emirates. I mean, I'm still having nightmares about it. I couldn't sleep after that for like about 3 or 4 nights. It was just a galling loss. I mean, it really put Arsenal back on their heels that lost to United at the Emirates. It was just like 3-2 was the score, and we did equalise, but we weren't in the game. We were very lucky with the equal. Oh, Eze, what are you doing, bro? Eze getting physical. He's getting a bit of rough stuff, but maybe a little bit of frustration from Eze. But he's getting a bit physical out there, and Rice encouraging the team, guys. It's 90 minutes. He's not happy the free kick was given away. It was Eze was the one. It's very close to the goal, guys. And Raya has been a bag of nerves. 6 minutes to go, guys. It's not over yet. But yeah, Maguire has stepped up big time, man. Delete me out. It's a good thing sometimes like that when it happens, because he was playing within himself, Maguire. He wasn't playing like he had been before. Maybe it's sometimes good when that happens, that they need to rely on him, and he had to step up because he needed to take it to that level. But Carrick, what can I say about this man? What can you say about Michael Carrick? Top man. Top man. He died for the club, That young centre back we took off you is quality. Shouldn't have let him go. Who is that? A young centre back that you took off Arsenal? Who the hell is that? Jeez. You have a lot of football knowledge, my friend. I don't even know who that is. I need to get more in touch. Heaven. Oh, my apologies, guys. I've been up since 4:45 in the morning. Jesus. That seems like another day. That seems like a day ago. That doesn't seem like the same day. Yes, it was heaven. I've actually never heard of that player. Not meaning to sound ignorant. Honestly, never heard of him. Go Martinelli, you mad bastard. Go, son. 3-0. And it's a double for that man race. You know what time it is, guys. Time for the Jokeres show. All right, 3-0. It's a bit harsh on Sunderland, in fairness. We hit them on the break. They got the ball. It was hacked up by Norgard. It bounced a few times. Martinelli took it on the run. He got in. A lot of pace. Wrong side of the defender. Licked it out to Jokeres. Nice play by Martinelli. And that man Jokeres, he doesn't miss those. He laid on the grass, guys, and this is what he did. He's doing it, guys. It's the Jokeres show. Okay, now. Happy days, guys. Happy days. We have a couple of battles ahead, yeah, if we're going to be champions this season. We have a couple of battles. But we're improving, yeah. We're improving a little bit. There's a minute and a half to go of time added on, guys. All right, let me ask you a question, my friend, because you've been supporting United a long, long time. You've been supporting them a long, long time. Let me ask you a question. This is maybe a difficult question, yeah. 1 second, Martinelli's in again. Oi. He almost slaloms through, guys. He was looking for. But, guys, yeah, the question is right. It's actually a two-part question. Which Man United team do you think is the best one you've seen? Which United team is the best team you've seen? Like, not you've seen, but that you can remember as a United fan. You don't have to have seen them play, but what is the best Man United team that you can remember? The best team. What year? And the three best players to ever play for the club. Who would you consider the three best players to ever play for the club? It can be five players if it needs to be. It doesn't have to be three, it can be five. So, yeah. 99, 2000, or 2008, 2009. I think the team in 99 was I think the team in 99 was pretty damn good, yeah. In 2009. And the three best players to ever play. I know that's it. You need to think about that one, oh yeah, because that's not something you take lightly, yeah. Or the five best players. All right, I'm just going to drain the weasel, guys. I'm just going out for a pit stop, and then I'll be back. Just give me 1 second there. All right, I'm back. Big up, guys. And yeah, that was fucking hell. Big up, guys. That was just an incredible game. Um, nerve wracking, nerve wracking. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I want to big up Sunderland, man. Um, they gave us one hell of a game. At the end, we pulled clear. We got 3-0, but for a long time, it was in the balance. And I can only say big up to Sunderland, man, for the way they approached the game. They always looked to get forward at every opportunity they could. They didn't just do a low block. They gave us something to think about in the forwards, and they had real endeavour, and they were dangerous. I mean, I want to big up Sunderland, man, first of all, for a great performance. On another day, they might have found us out, but we got over the line. Keane, Dennis Law, Sir Matt Busby, Big Peter, Ole, yeah, Peter Schmeichel, Rooney. You know who's a good player? Van Nistelrooy. Very difficult player for Arsenal. He was very difficult to defend against. Sheringham, of course, ex-Spurs. Solskjaer. Andy Cole. King Cole. Huh? I liked Andy Cole. I thought Cole was a good player. Andy Cole. Okay. And the worst. Some of the players that you were not overly enthusiastic about. I think is the best way I could describe that. Obviously, Arsenal, we've had a few in the past, like the better side. Henry, Bergkamp. I love Dennis Bergkamp. I mean, big fan. Overmars, before he turned into a fucking creep. Very good player. Before he became an asshole. The least said about Overmars, the better, I think, in regards to that. Robert Pires, Nwankwo Kanu. Need to be careful how I say his name, eh? Nwankwo Kanu. Brilliant. Martin Keown, Tony Adams. I mean, his life, his struggles. Merson, another lunatic. His struggles. But Tony Adams for me. Vieira. But Bergkamp for me was the David Platt when he came at the end of his career. Nicholas Anelka. Man, he had some talent. I don't know, have you ever seen his documentary on Nicholas Anelka's documentary on Netflix? Absolutely brilliant. And it's not Arsenal. It's his life. It's the French team. It's Real. It's all the clubs that he played for. Manchester City, Liverpool. Nicholas Anelka, man. But like I said, if you haven't checked out that documentary on Netflix, do yourself a favor. If you haven't checked out the documentary on Netflix, do yourself a favor and check it out. What about Cashley Cole? Honestly, a fantastic player. One of the greatest defenders that ever played for the club. Regardless of what he did, regardless of Arsenal and Chelsea, regardless of that, regardless of the way he treated the beautiful Cheryl Cole, Cheryl Tweedy, beautiful woman. My God, that woman, I mean to say, I'm not going to talk about her on my channel, distract myself, but she is, what a woman. She's like a Ferrari, guys. She's like a Ferrari. She's a nice person, down to earth, top notch. No ego with her, man. Good bit of stuff. Started about Ashley, now we're talking about Cheryl. A fantastic player. No one ever got past him. I mean serious now. I mean, that guy was an incredible football player. Ashley was one of the greatest players I've ever seen. He was that good. He was that good. What can I say about him as a player? I'm talking about as a defender. Character questionable, obviously for obvious reasons. But what a brilliant player. I mean, really now the guy he had so much talent, ooze class, incredible ability. He used to pocket players in games. I mean, some of the best attackers out there, he used to destroy them. They wouldn't get a fucking sniff, not a chance against him. He was very good at defending. He are the better defenders, Rio Vidic or Saliba and Gabriel. Ooh. Honestly, I don't want to pussy out, but I think they're even. I think it's even. I think it's even. But definitely the toughest man of the four was Vidic. If we're talking about toughness, yeah, like physical and mental strength, Vidic. Who are the better defenders? Yeah, who's sorry? Yeah, I don't want to put you up, but I think it's even. I think it's even. I think they're at the same level, but definitely the toughest guy. I think out of the four was definitely Vidic. Vidic was very tough though. You know who's a good defender though, but he's John Terry, a very good defender. Going a little bit off the Arsenal United thing, but you know who I think who was a very very good striker. Drogba. Drogba is just one of those players that you just can't deny his ability as a striker. Yeah, I mean, was it 2010? I'm going back a long time now, yeah, but I think it was 2010. No, 2012. 2012 Champions League final against Bayern. They needed a goal desperately. A header from a corner. He scored a header directly from the corner against Manuel Neuer. Drogba. All the goals against Arsenal. I mean, hammer goals, smashing it into the roof of the net. Two keepers couldn't stop it. Man, I've got to give props to Drogba. I don't care what team he played for. You cannot deny his talent and you cannot deny his ability. My God, what a player. Drogba. I mean, we have Bruce and Polster. Pallister, yeah. Bruce and Pallister. Gary Pallister was good, yeah. You know who's a very good defender? Obviously, Arsenal player, now I'm talking about. Lauren. Back in the day, yeah. Lauren. Jesus, he was aggressive. A good midfielder for us that kind of is a bit of an unsung hero. Ray Parlour, I think. Bit of a forgotten man sometimes for Arsenal. He's a party boy, I see. Always uploading content and he's out on the fucking lash with the lads. He's knocking back the drink. He's up on the old tops. He's out on the fucking, you know what I mean? He's tearing it up. But Ray Parlour for me was, you know. So yeah. Who is the best centre back ever? You mean in world football? Or for Arsenal? Obviously you mean the best centre back ever, yeah? Of any club. Ever. Fucking hell. It would have to be one of the Italian defenders, I think. Definitely would be an Italian defender, in my opinion. Paolo Maldini. Cesare, his father was no slow cheater. Cesare. Definitely for me would be an Italian defender. I'd say Paolo Maldini. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say an Arsenal, like, there's one thing you probably know this is about me already, but I'm actually very fair with things like that. I'm not going to drop an Arsenal player's name just because I'm a gooner myself and an Arsenal fan. I have to call it as it is and be fair, yeah. I mean, Maldini for sure. Best striker. Now, obviously, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, I'm a big fan of Diego Maradona. Well, he wasn't a striker, but he was the number 10. But I'm a big fan of Maradona, but I'm old school. I mentioned Nicolas Anelka earlier. Incredible talent. Incredible. Zidane. Rooney. Henry. I was bigging up Drogba. Yeah, big up Drogba, man. But Henry. Jeez. RVP, of course. Like I said, he played for both clubs. So Van Persie was a real perfect player. And I like, why I like RVP as well. Because if he's ever asked about Arsenal, can they win the league? Like, maybe not this season, but previous seasons, he said no. RVP, Van Persie tells it as it is. When he was asked a couple of seasons ago about Man United, he shitted on them too. I like Van Persie. And he's sitting alongside maybe Rio Ferdinand or someone like that. When he's asked, he tells it as it is. If it's Arsenal or United, it doesn't matter. If it's a team he played for, it doesn't matter. Van Persie stands on business. He tells it as it is. He doesn't think they're any good. He says it. You gotta like Van Persie, man. You gotta like that. You gotta like that in a person. You gotta like that side of Van Persie that he tells it as it is. They're not good enough. They're shit. He says it, regardless if it's a former club or not. You gotta respect Van Persie, man. He's top guy. Best CM ever has to be Xavi, Scholes, or Zidane. Ooh. And Iniesta? You don't think Iniesta back in the day? I mean, he wouldn't come into it for you. Andres Iniesta? Fucking top player, man. Or Pirlo. Well, if it was between Xavi, Scholes, or Zidane, I'd have to go for Zidane. Fucking hell. But obviously, some of the teams that Xavi was in, those Barcelona teams were incredible teams. And for Spain. But for me, ability as a player, Zidane. Ability, individual talent, Zidane. Say no more about it. What a player. Just, I mean, magical, the maestro. Say no more about that, man. Best goalkeeper ever. Peter Schmeichel. For me, Peter Schmeichel, I like him. David Seaman, obviously not at that level. Peter Schmeichel, for me, that's my opinion anyway. I think Schmeichel's very good. Obviously, you got to look at some of the Italian keepers, maybe. There's one or two in there, yeah, that were very good as well. But if it's not one of the Italian keepers, it's Peter Schmeichel. Very good. I like Schmeichel. Ian Wright is still having nightmares about him. I like Schmeichel. Yeah, maybe Dida, Buffon. They had a couple of good keepers, though, Italy. Yeah? They had a couple of good ones. But I'd go for Schmeichel. I like Schmeichel. Obviously not David Seaman. I mean, I don't think David Raya is half bad, but he's not at that level. Seaman was okay. He was dependable. Who else was a very good keeper? Let's think of the Premier League. Nobody kind of stands out. in the Premier League as a keeper, apart from Schmeichel. Or that twat from Liverpool. Who's that? Dudek? Are you talking about Dudek? Or who? Van der Sar. Wasn't it Van der Sar? It's like nose broken, like was in 3 different times in a season or something. And every time he looked like he was getting connected with someone, and I think Drogba once like cracked it as well. I think once. Poor Van der Sar with the nose breaks was very unlucky. He was very brave, like diving in at the feet, and he got a couple of very hefty knees into the nose. I remember a few times, and like when they focused on him afterwards, like he was on the ground, he was in bits. He was brave, Van der Sar. He got his nose bust all over his face a few times. Mad painful. Like anyone that's got a crack onto the nose like that. I've had a bit of action myself a few times, unfortunately, on the streets. Painful stuff. Painful stuff. All right. Let me see what else. What do you make of David Beckham? I mean, not just for United, for England. I mean, how do you rate him? Interesting question, right? But how highly do you rate David Beckham? Obviously, set piece, free kicks, you know. Yes, it's not nice getting a whack in the nose. It's painful stuff, man. Painful. The eyes and everything start watering. Like it's and the feeling is like, oh, it's burning. Everything is fucked, yeah. Like the whole lot. Obviously, tough guy like me, no problem. Know what I mean? Like, look at me. But let's keep away from the politics. Let's not get political. Yeah, it's not nice getting a top 10 best England and United player. Top 10 best England United player, Beckham. He was good, man. I like him as well as a person. I always liked him. When he was younger, of course, he was a bit of a, but that's young guys in general, yeah. Guys, when they're younger, they can be a bit, in general. Arsenal had them too, yeah. But he's actually a nice guy. He's very pleasant and likable. I don't know, there's no shit about him. He's just a nice guy, Beckham. There's no crap about him, He's just always nice. He was a diva when he was younger. Yeah, he was. A bit of a fucking, you know what I mean? But sure, young guys, man, they're like that. Young fellas. On one side was a young man too, a young buck. But you gotta like him though. Alright. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I wanna thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank this man here for his comments, for supporting my channel, and thank you for linking me with that other YouTuber. I appreciate it. And I look forward to a collaboration and seeing you again on the channel. And like I said, I want to thank you very much for coming along and for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, against Greece when they needed him. I'll never forget though the one, I think it was when Cantona scored against Arsenal with a broken arm and the arm was in the cast and he was like that. I mean, the Cantona goal in the FA Cup final against Liverpool, I think it was in 1996. I think the 96 FA Cup final, I think it was Cantona scored against Liverpool to win it 1-0 for United. One hell of a player, man. I mean, no one else could have got it in from, like, there was basically like a very narrow channel to hit the ball. and he smashed it straight into it and into the back of the net. Not a problem, my mate. I hope to see you on the channel sometime. Yeah, sure. I look forward to it. Yeah, that collaboration. But I want to thank you for tuning in anyway, and for keeping me company through the stream. I appreciate it. And best of luck to Manchester United. We'll see each other again, but best of luck to Manchester United for the rest of the season now. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. There you go, guys. We did it. We got the 3-0. We won the game. We're still top. We were always going to be still top, but we're 9 points clear. City have to go to Liverpool tomorrow, and hopefully the wheels will come off. But I expect City to really go all out in that game. It's actually easier when you play first. It's easier when you play first. Arsenal played before City today. It's easy. Give you a sub as well. Thanks, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. But definitely Arsenal had the advantage today, guys, playing first. It is an advantage. We win. Pressures on City tomorrow. A very difficult trip to Liverpool. But City are playing well right now. All right, guys, you take it easy. Big up to Arsenal. Great win. We're edging closer slightly, guys, to our first league title in well over 20 years. Since 2004. I was 24 back then, guys. I was 24. That was a hell of a long time ago. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to my man. Big up yourself, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you to everybody. And like I said, Sunderland, they went out and they played a fair game. They played hard. They played well. 22. 2004. 2003, 2004 was the one. 2003, 2004. We did the double. We did the double. 2 years later, we were in the Champions League final against Barca, 2006. And unfortunately, we lost that one. A game I will never, ever forget. I will never forget that game. I'm going off on a bit of one here now, guys, but fuck it. I will never forget that game in 2006. I will never forget that final as long as I live. It was close. I will never forget that game. Never. We were given as good as we were getting until the sending off, until Lehman's moment of madness. It's one of those things, guys. Big up to everybody, Big up to everybody. Let's try to win the league, How could I forget 2009? I think that was it 2009 or 2009? I think 2009. And we lost 3-1 in the semi-final. I was in the pub with all my friends watching it, and a lot of them were United fans. Sticking it. Anyway, big up to you, man. And take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time. I've been awake since 4:45 in the morning. Peace. See you next time, guys. Take it easy.